into one of their own songs, and it's called Slow Fade. Because when we aren't careful what we see, when we're not careful about what we hear, when we're not careful about where our feet take us, slowly we fade down to something that is not so pretty. And we don't notice it right away because it happens slowly. We kind of have to be careful about the decisions that we're making, about where we're going, what we're seeing, what we're listening to. So I want to read to you in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 through 17. Be careful then how you live, not as unwise but wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. If you listen to the radio, they tell us a story. There's like a little commercial type thing on one of the Christian radio stations I listen to. They talk about a frog in a pot of water. And he doesn't realize that he could very easily hop out of that pot. Doesn't realize that he needs to until it's too late. Don't be like a frog. Hang on to your shine. Be careful what you see, what you hear, and where you go. Pray with me. God, you give us opportunities, you give us guidance, then you give us a choice. Today we pray that you be with each and every one of us as we go through our day, as we go through our weeks, as we start our new school year. That we go where you want us to go. That we rely on you as we make our choices. In Jesus' name we pray. All right, guys. You want to count this one?
The words that I have for you today are, well, actually, most of them are on the back of your bulletin today. I was looking at the lectionary reading for today, and quite frankly, in John's Gospel reading, it bogged down the 6th chapter of John's Gospel, where Jesus is talking about himself, and I talked about this last week, the bread of heaven, and it just goes on for another week. I think it may go on for another week after that. In case how much do you really want to tackle this passage? And pretty soon everybody will be snoozing on me. And so he's talking about that again. So I look back at the other readings. I'm glad that Jackie went to the one in Ephesians. I'm going to go back to the one in Proverbs today. And I realize now that there is a connection between the Proverbs passage and John's Gospel. And, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. It takes me a while to catch on to things. Or perhaps it takes a while for the Spirit to break through and reveal it to me and the wisdom. So having said that, the book of Proverbs. If you start at the beginning of the book, you realize that it's being written as from the point of a father to his son. And it's written as a book of instruction to the son might realize what it is to live right in the community as an upright person your given choices all through this book of Proverbs. Well, the first few chapters set it up in a big picture sort of thing. And it brings up this image that we don't go to very often. And that's Lady Wisdom. And it sets up this image of Lady Wisdom, and then also this other lady Folly. And your choice comes between the two. The words for today are this invitation from Lady Wisdom for all to come to her. I invite you to hear these words in from the beginning of the 9th chapter of the book of Proverbs. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out its 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her maids, and she calls from the highest point of the city. Let all who are simple come in here. She says to those who lack judgment, come, eat my bread and drink my wine that I have mixed. Leave your simple ways, and you will live. Walk in the way of understanding. This image of Lady Wisdom, the 7 pillars of her house. What could that possibly be? Well, you got to back up in the previous chapter, and it explains there that wisdom was created by God before the world was created. That wisdom was present with God in the creation of the world. And so could the 7 pillars then be, well, the 7 days of creation? Perhaps. Who knows? It's also known that 7 is one of those numbers that is a perfect number in terms of ancient ways of looking at things. Large houses would often have 7 columns in front of them as potentials. So here she is. Or it could be the 7 pillars of the earth that supports the whole thing back to the creation. We really don't know what that is, but she hand-uses herself. She's involved. This wisdom is involved integrally with everything that is happening here. She's not just telling somebody to go do this and that. She is taking care of herself. She's personally involved in what is happening. And her invitation goes out to all to come to her, to receive what she has to offer. Now, if you read on a little bit farther in the story, you come up with, in this chapter, you come up with a similar invitation from Lady Folly. Look at it this way. You're wandering along through this nice wooded area, and you're up on top of a hill that overlooks this beautiful scene. Here's this house. And it's Lady Wisdom inviting you to come and sit a while with her. And to enjoy her hospitality, to eat what she has to offer. She says, the food that I have for you will fill you, will complete you. You won't feel stuffed, but you'll feel refreshed and light. What I have for you. Not too far away from another hill is another house. And the woman there, well, she is out on the front porch as well in a dress that perhaps is 2 sizes too small, there to entice those who come by. Come on over, see what I have for you. If you're tired of all the rules and the regulations of the world, come my way. I have the easy way. Come and delight in my forbidden fruits, my foods that are secret that I have to offer. Come and drink of my stolen water. Be refreshed. Come and see. Oh, baby, come on in. Come on up and see me sometime. And you make your way in and sit at her table, and you can smell this food. It's so delightful, so inviting, this aroma that fills her house. And she offers you this large plate full of this casserole. So what is this? And she goes, that is, oh, this is something. She goes, this is one of my favorites. It's closed-minded casserole. Isn't it that? And you eat it and your belly sort of funny, rough, and upset a bit. And so you reach for the water and you notice it has a few bubbles in it. And so you take a drink from her water. She goes, that's my stolen water. It's delightful. I call it deny the spirit spritzer. It's sin. Enjoy that. And you try to wash down that casserole with that water. And now your stomach is really sort of upset by this whole thing. Then she offers you dessert. Here, have a piece of my cake. I call it better than God. It's devil's food. It's delicious. And you excuse yourself. You go to the bathroom. And there you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You splash some water in your face, trying to clear it all out. And there in your moment of panic and fear of this lady in the other room, you hear this voice calling to you to come back, to turn to me. And so you head out of the house as fast as you can. And Lady Folly is going, baby, what are you doing? Come sit a while with me. And about that time you hit the front door, she goes, you fool, where are you going? And you head off down through the trees in the valley and climb the other hill. And Lady Wisdom sees you coming and does not wait, but runs to you and meets you in the forest, wraps her arms around you, and offers to you for her storehouse. Here, eat of the bread of life. You consume what she has to offer. She takes her hand in yours, and you realize that her hand has a hole, as does the other. She says, they're for you. And you go back and return to her house, to the place of wisdom, truth, of beauty. I told you, I realized that there was a connection between what John has written in his gospel, going back to this image of wisdom. You know, the very beginning of John's gospel, that beautiful prologue about the Word made flesh, how the Word was there present, and through him was all created, that all came into being. Well, those very words of a similar image exist right before this passage in the book of Proverbs, how wisdom was there at the creation, involved in the process. So I immediately start to make this connection to this wisdom, this living word. We're talking about the same thing. And then Jesus in this gospel, he goes on to speak about he's the bread of heaven. And they're making this connection back to Moses. And meanwhile, this other image is bouncing around in my head of this connection to Proverbs. And this bread that brings life, not death. For the invitation of Lady Wisdom is to come and to eat of what she has to offer. Then you're given life eternal. Lady Father, what she has to offer leads to death. Jesus says, I am that bread from heaven that brings life abundant. Jesus is being, through John's Gospel, is being pointed to as this wisdom from before all time. This eternal wisdom rests in Him, and it's revealed to us through His Word. Speaking to our hearts, inviting us to come. And I think every time when we gather here or wherever and hear the Word of God read to us, when we hear it preached to us, sometimes by guys like me who aren't that good, and sometimes by guys who are ladies that are eloquent speakers. It doesn't matter, because the Word finds its way home to its purpose. As it also says in the Old Testament, my words never fall to the ground. Like the rain, they serve their purpose. They find their home. And my friends, that's those words that are being offered that find their home in us. Feeding that place in us that hungers for more, that fills that emptiness within us for life abundant. So my question is, do you hear the Word, the wisdom of God speaking to your heart today, reminding you that you are loved from the beginning, from before the world was made? God knew of each one of us and has held us so very close to His divine heart. That God loves us so much that He sent His Son to take upon us our shame, our guilt, our sin, our waywardness, so that God could reach out to each of us and invite us to come home. I firmly believe that the Spirit of God, the divine presence at work in our world around us, call it what you may, the presence of Jesus, the Holy Spirit, Lady Wisdom, whatever it is of God. It will not rest until we each and every one find our way home, back into the loving embrace of our God. And that's good news, isn't it? To realize that even if we were one of those who had strayed for the offerings of Lady Wisdom, I can't help but get this thought out of my head here recently. My dad, when we were growing up, I had 3 brothers, 4 of us. My dad, big words of wisdom, one-liner, because he knew we wouldn't listen. Much more than that was, boys, don't let little fluff turn their heads. I'm going, he hit it. He hit it right. Perfect. We can be so easily distracted by the lure of the world to something that we think is better, that is more. Let's be honest, we chase it. If you say, oh, no, not me. Well, let's look and see what's in your house. If you've got every new little gadget that comes along, or every little new self-help book that comes along, new diet book that comes along. Everybody's got this way to, we know the way for you. Remember? It's a good way for them. They profit. But through the ages, truth lies in what God has offered us you discover fresh do the same. May you be blessed in your sin. Hallelujah. And amen. Huh. Look at that. I got Proverbs in the front. He didn't make it into that slide. I just looked up a song. Had to be technical difficulties of some. This song that I've got here is new to me. Probably